Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Apolonia, and today I wanted to kind of just take you on a day with me on average. But I do have a lot of cleaning and things that I need to do today, as well as some filming. So you guys are going to come along with me for a general day in the life of a mom of four and business owner. So you guys come along with me. So my wellness routine has been kind of out of whack. Not even kind of, like, I've been working on rebuilding it, but it has been pretty interesting with the kids since my little ones are still not consistently sleeping. As you can hear, she's kind of tripping in the background right now, but it's always a work in progress, and the key is to do your best to stay consistent. And just remember that you are building a habit and you're not going to be perfect at it, especially when you have kids. It's just not meant to be perfect, and that's okay. Give yourself lots and lots of grace until you're in a better season of life and your kids are cooperative within that season of life. It does get better. So let's go get the baby. Stinker, is that you? Hi, yeah. Hi, Mama. You gonna work out with me today? Yeah? Maybe? Yes. Yeah, she's pointing to my my tripod that I have right over here. Yep, right there. Because I'm about to do some yoga. I got my pre-workout in, so I'm feeling it tinkle already. But I need to get my workout in. Oh, you just fell. See, whenever you have kids around, you just gotta be willing to go with the flow. So before I get my workout in, I always make sure to stretch. And today my daughter decided to join out with me, and she doesn't always work out with me, but I always make sure to have a yoga mat, and this one she knows is hers, so I always make sure to have her weights that you guys seen in her hand, which are like 3-pound weights, as well as her own yoga mat, so that way she knows whether she feels like working out with me or not. That way she just knows like she's welcome to join in. And obviously I prefer, just like everyone else, to get this as my peace time and be able to be alone, but it's just not realistic for our family lifestyle, and that's okay. And I just focus on what I'm able to teach her through my own actions. And as you can see, monkey see, monkey do, which is nice. And it's not always perfect, but thankfully today she was really into it, and at least for like 5 minutes, but it works out. You got to count your wins somewhere. But again, it's just nice because it reminds you that, you know, what you do matters, especially what you do in front of your kids. All right, so today was upper body day, and I'd like to start out with some medium weights. I know that I can lift heavier, but I'm rebuilding momentum and focusing on form. And that's one of the things that I talk about in my Her Wellness workshop and with my clients is there's different stages and levels of your wellness journey that you focus on. And for me right now, as much as I'm just being straight up honest, I'm not comfortable in my body. I want to lose weight. I want to get back into pre-baby weight, and my daughter is over a year old, so I'm feeling really self-conscious, but I know that in the season that I'm in and how crazy our life is, my mind is just not in the mental place to really focus on weight loss. And so I'm just focusing on right now building the momentum back and getting back into my original exercise routine and getting back into moving around consistently and working on getting the kids and our family routine more stable, because my littles are still not sleeping through the night, so my sleep is inconsistent. My meal prep and everything, because the baby's still really clingy, has been difficult, and my husband works long hours, so it's really just me most days. And so I'm just focusing on, again, rebuilding momentum and gradually working my way back into the habit. And also as for my physical body, making sure I am being mindful of how my body is moving and loosening up my hips again, because my body is not where it was at before. And so I have to remember it takes time and it takes grace, and to keep that in perspective as I'm working out. So that is what my focus is, and that's one thing that I really like to make sure I focus on when talking with my clients, because otherwise you can get really down, and that's not the point. So once I get finished with my workout, I also am making sure that I track everything. So I track everything in my Beachbody On Demand app, and the great thing about this is the same website that I have my workouts all digitally. I can track my nutrition, I can track everything, and this is another habit that I'm working on building. It's just a process because, again, I'm always so busy stopping and going and things with the kids, so my mind gets really occupied, and sometimes the little one takes my phone too, so it's just a process. But now it's time to go ahead and get everything cleaned up, and I just roll up our yoga mat. And my workout space right now is our upstairs loft, and which is also the little one's play area, because this is just like a whole nother little living room situation, and I wanted to make sure that my workout equipment was something that I can pull out when I needed it and also put away when I was done, so that way it's not just everything out and the littles can get hurt from picking up the weights and all that. It's actually something that I can use when I need it and then put it away when I'm done, and then the little ones have their play area too. And as you can see, my daughter comes right in and just sits on it, and that's why I really love having this ottoman, because it fits everything in there, and my daughter was just running to get me to give her vitamins. But as you guys can see, it's all clean and the kids can play. Alright guys, so now that my workout and everything's done and the loft is clean, it's time to move on to laundry, which is the next thing that I had on my list for today. Is I wanted to get the laundry done, and my goal is to always do it on a Wednesday for Wash Wednesday. However, it doesn't always necessarily happen, but again, like I said, I'm working on building routines and building consistency, and this is a part of building form in your life and building that into your lifestyle. And so laundry for today. And my mom actually called me, and that's who you see me talking on the phone, and we're talking about our final details, because next week we are going on a cruise together, which I'm really excited for, because my mom and I have had everybody has some things with their family, so I'm really grateful that she invited me to come on this cruise with her, and so that way we can get some mom and daughter time, because we've never done this before. So this is going to be really nice. This is talking about wisdom to this is it. And another part of my room is now that I moved my office space, because before I did have like my own craft room office space that I had downstairs, but I decided to move up into our bedroom since it was big enough to put everything in, so that way our boys can move downstairs and they have their own bedroom down there. And so this way it actually works out really, really well, and I just wanted to tidy up the whole space so that way I can get everything cleaned up, because I also do have some filming that I wanted to do and some plan with me's, and this is a part of the background that you guys don't really see, or most people don't really see whenever like you guys watch plan with me videos. Like there's like a whole space and things that you want to pick up and clean up and make sure that you have the room and the space to do. And so that's what I'm doing right now, just tidying everything up. And as you can kind of see, there's like this minion and toys and all kinds of kid stuff, which is fine. But I'm one of the types of people that I get overwhelmed when there's a whole lot of mess around, and that doesn't really do well for me and my anxiety. So I just want to tidy everything up and get it all cleaned up and put things back where it's supposed to go, because most of the time I'm so busy trying to keep up the rest of the house and the kids on point and my husband, and try to keep everything and everyone else all situated. My space is normally always the last to go. So today I was like, nope, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. And it's not really a whole lot to, like, it is a whole lot to clean, but not really. Thankfully, most of the things are all pretty much organized. They're just more out of place. So just kind of pulling like the extra paper. And this is a great way not just to practice self-care by making sure that you're taking time to do something that is meaningful for you, but this is also a great way to improve your environmental health, because what our outer world looks like is a reflection of our inner world. So when things on the outside are looking kind of crazy and you find yourself like really, really overwhelmed and frustrated and annoyed and all of the feelings, right? And then when you take a pause and you kind of look around, you're like, no wonder everything is a mess. So taking that time to just kind of tidy up, get things back in place is a great way to practice that part of your wellness in getting your environment cleaned. And your environment, whether it's your own personal space or even just in areas of your house, your space and your physical living space, again, is a reflection of your inner living place, where your spirit is and how you're feeling. And that's where your mental and your emotional and spiritual health are all connected. So spend some time cleaning up your desk and just getting some things organized. You're going to feel so much better, and you're going to be able to think so much clearer and just be a lot happier and a lot more peaceful. And then that way, the next time you go down to sit at your desk, you are like super relaxed for the most part. I know that's how I am anyways. I don't know about you guys. Can you guys like completely forget how your mess is and just work around it? Or are you like, no, I have to clean? And some people say that that's just another form of procrastination, when you can just focus on getting stuff done instead of cleaning. But I don't know about you guys. Again, for me, that just triggers my anxiety and I start getting overwhelmed, but everybody's different. And of course, my kids like to leave their little toys in my room all the time, and it's just what that is. That's okay. It's just, you know, hey, mom life. Like, this is not my desk space, and all of that is not so pretty and boss babe perfected and all the white. Like, this is exactly why I chose black furniture, is because I have 4 kids and 2 are under 5. Well, under 4 actually, because the baby is, or the toddler's 3 and the baby's 1. Like, so there's no point in me having white furniture. I love what it looks like, but y'all, it's not gonna stay clean. They're gonna take a Sharpie or something to it, and so black is where it's at for me. How about you guys? Like, are you like that? I don't know, but let me know in the comments. And so right now I'm just trying to wipe everything down and get all the dust and stuff off. and make sure the space is nice and neat. I don't have like spills or anything because I did have the water bottles and the sippy cups around. My daughter sometimes likes to pull, if there are any stickers that she got into, I'll pull that out. Alright, so right now I'm just cleaning up where my printer is at, and I wanted to clean off this counter space too because I'm going to be bringing back my Cricut and setting that up. For a while I had it put away just because I haven't had the time or the mental space to start messing with it again, but I've been feeling the urge to want to start getting back into making stickers and stuff, so that's what I'm doing right now. Alright, so I'm pulling out my Cricut and it looks so nice. I'm so happy at where it's sitting at, and my favorite color is orange, but more particularly like this pastel coral orange I love. And so I'm happy to have my Cricut out again and to be able to start playing around with stickers. My goal has always been to infuse like my love of creating things and making things pretty with my love for self-care and health and wellness. And so getting back into making stickers and making that a part of my process for my clients, I'm really excited to get back into. Alright, so now that my office space is cleaned up and the bed and all that's fixed, now it's time for me to tackle this floor. Like, that's one of my pet peeves too, is like, I can deal with the bed is kind of out of place, but when the floor, there's all kinds of stuff on the floor, it's a whole nother level, because that's when you're tripping on stuff and stepping on stuff, and when you got kids and all their little toys, stepping on Legos, stepping on little cars, all of those things. Oh my god, those things, even though this is my bedroom, those things end up in my bedroom. Like, I know you guys understand the struggle. As much as you try to focus and keep everything as straight and organized and in its place as you possibly can, it just doesn't happen that way. So getting my room situated and putting the kids stuff back and everything else back in exactly where its place is and getting everything all vacuumed, oh, it's just so nice. Now that the room is all clean, it's time to get my scented candle lit, and as you guys can see, I use it all the time. I just love having scented candles. It just helps create this environment and makes like my space even more relaxing to actually be able to enjoy. And once I get everything cleaned up, I'm gonna be heading downstairs, and so I'm gonna allow like the smell to fill the room and basically all of upstairs for the most part, and that way when I'm done and doing everything with the kids and get them situated, I can just relax in my room and allow the aroma to really just feel good. Alright, so we got the room tidied up, my office space is all tidied up, and the candle is starting to smell really good. So once I could get the kids all situated and stuff during nap time, then I'll be able to come up here and kind of relax and finish out all the other things that I needed to do at my desk and get some planning done before I head out on my trip. And yeah, so now that that's done and I already got a load in the laundry, it's time to go check on the kids, because I'm so grateful that my boys are old enough to help me with watching the little ones, so you can kind of hear them whine a little bit, at least the baby. And you will always see some form of laundry somewhere, guys. It's just a part of real life, okay? So, but yeah, so let's go ahead and check on the kids.
Pinker, say hi.
Say hi. No? Okay. It's always noisy around over here, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get me something to eat, and then gonna finally get a shower in. Alright guys, so now I'm making some oatmeal. I already got it in my bowl, but I'm just adding some crushed walnuts that I'm crushing by hand. There's no point in getting a bag. I'm not using that many. But adding those into my oatmeal bowl, and then I'm gonna use some honey and drizzle that. And I love our breakfast bar, and how I have it set up is just to have everything all easy access and simple. And I did do a separate video on my YouTube channel on how I fully have set up our kitchen, and specifically our breakfast bar too. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll make sure to link that below for you guys to watch. And I'm just bringing my oatmeal. I got the baby, she's eating some strawberries with me. That's like her absolute favorite thing in the world, are berries. So making sure she can get as much as those, but I do want to make sure yeah, see, she's trying to share. She's so good at sharing. But I always like to use my spoon to cut off the tops of them for her, so that way she doesn't have to fight with the stems. But as you can see, she's not caring. She's just like, I'm trying to eat. I don't care. But otherwise what happens is she'll eat it and then she'll start spitting it out and it'll end up all over the table or in my food, and I'm not having that. So as I cut some strawberries up and give them to her, I'm also adding some into my bowl of oatmeal. And I also have some eggs. It's like an egg and veggie scramble. I did some bell peppers and spinach and did 4 egg whites and a whole egg, because I personally don't like having whole eggs. I prefer egg whites. They're just lighter, and that's just my personal preference. And then too, I also added turkey bacon, so as far as calories go, it allows me to have bacon and eggs with my breakfast. Alright, so now it's time for me to go ahead and get in a shower. And one thing that I like to do is I like to comb my hair before I get in the shower. It's just easier maintenance for me. It's a preference versus comb it afterwards. I don't know why, it just is. So I comb up my hair so that way there's no tangles, and two, it kind of allows the air to hit my scalp. Especially since I just worked out and sweat, just let some air get in there and allow my scalp to breathe a little bit, since it has been in a high bun. And I want to make sure that I clip my hair up so that way it's just easier for me to put into my bonnet. Alright, so now that I've got my shower and everything done, got food, I am going to set my space up to start filming. And my filming equipment is not elaborate, guys. It's just this simple stand that I got from Amazon, which I actually really love, because as you can see at the top, it like hangs over my desk. So it's really easy for me to attach my phone and go ahead and film when I'm doing a plan with me. And so that's what I'm planning on filming right now. is doing some boat plan with me as well, at least after I take the kids to the park. But I want to make sure that I get everything set up so that way whenever I come back home and the girls are ready for a nap, I can go ahead and just get to filming. And what I use for my backdrop is a simple, like, I would say it's a shag rug, but this simple, cute, white, fluffy rug that I got from Hobby Lobby for like 10-15 bucks. I don't remember, but I know I used a coupon, and it was super cute and just soft. And so I just like to lay this out and then place my planner on top and pull out a flower from my bouquet that I have on my desk. Like, it's nice on my desk, but then I also use it for the screenshot as well as deco, or sometimes I'll add a candle, but I'm keeping it pretty simple. But just it goes to show you that your setup does not have to be elaborate nor expensive. So I'll link everything that I got down below. Alright, you guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and got a pretty good insight to how I kind of do my day a little bit. Just a snippet, because life does get crazy. I have my 4 kids and it's not always perfect, but for those of you who are trying to figure out whether you're trying to figure out how to get in consistent exercise, or you're trying to also figure out how to run your business and doing filming, if you're trying to be an influencer, or if you sell product-based businesses, hopefully my video kind of helped you realize that you can do it without it being super crazy and without it causing you so much time, and with minimal equipment. So, and speaking of minimal equipment, I actually use my phone to film all of my videos, like every single one. I don't have a camera, so that's another little tidbit. You don't have to buy a big fancy camera, although that's definitely goals, because it would be a lot easier to save memory and stuff. But again, if you are someone who's starting your wellness journey and you're trying to get into exercising, you can use your phone for that. I do the same. Or even if you're trying to, start your own YouTube channel yourself and trying to figure out how you're going to show your products and all of those things, whatever. You don't need a whole lot. You see my tripod right there. I pulled out a cute little shag rug, and there we go. That is my whole setup. And so anyways, again, I hope you guys enjoy, but I promised my kids I was going to take them to a park, and then once they're down for a nap, that's when I'm going to be using my phone to film. So again, that is it for this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and let me know what other types of videos, and if you like this type of a style, like vlog type of lifestyle tip video type. I'm sure it's like a vlog, but hey, we're just gonna go with whatever topic. But if you like this type of style of filming and video, where I share some different tips and things like as I'm actually doing it, not just like front face camera, let me know in the comments below, and so that way I can add that to my content ideas list and make sure I film those for you guys. Okay, so talk to you guys later. Bye. What are you guys? What are you doing? Oh my god. What the? I'm okay. You all right, well, you guys are you having fun? Okay, do you still want to go to the park? Okay, then this needs to get cleaned up. Yeah. No, we need to clean this mess up. Okay. All right. No park then. Goodbye. All right, let's clean it up. All right.